So now we are going to make hummus. Hummus is a very protein rich Middle Eastern dip condiment. And for that, first we have to make a tahini sauce. So for the tahini sauce, we have taken these white sesame seeds. These are organic. So that's the reason they are already looking a little golden. This is the natural color
Okay.
with these. So we are going to toast them nicely till they give off a very nice toasty smell. Make sure the heat is very minimal on low heat. This is a process that we have to achieve on low heat.
Okay. Would they burn quite quickly if the heat was too high?
They'll burn. When we roast these seeds, these sesame seeds, they give off a very nice aroma, just like when you bake bread. That warm and cozy aroma is something that it's a very welcoming
Yeah.
aroma.
Yeah. Warm and cozy. I love it.
Yeah. So hummus is extremely healthy because we add a lot of tahini to it. Now tahini, as you can see, is we're going to make tahini with these sesame seeds, and these seeds are a very very warm. You know, in Ayurveda we call it tasir. Tasir is something that whether these are warming or cooling foods. And sesame seeds are called til in Hindi, and they are considered to be very warming for your body, for your constitution. And mostly in India, till is consumed, sesame seeds are consumed during the winter months when it's really cold.
Okay.
And they are a powerhouse of nutrients, and they are especially rich in calcium. So if you find yourself to be calcium deficient, you can roast these sesame seeds, add a bit of salt, and just pop them in your mouth as a snack anytime.
Wow. Great.
Yeah. So this makes for a very, very low cal, very healthy, and it has all the essential good fats, all the amino acids. So this is actually a superfood. They are starting to crackle. You're almost done. Another few seconds. I'm switching off the heat now. And now we are going to powder them. I'm just going to pop them in the grinder. Look. My kitchen smells great because of seed. Now I'm going to pulse it for a bit.
It must make cooking really enjoyable when you get all the wonderful aromas.
Yeah, that's what makes it all worthwhile. Let's see how we're doing. So the point to note here is that we did not add any kind of oil to this because sesame seeds they're a great source of oil. So even though I did not add any oil to it, look how the powder is a little sticky because they have given out their oil.
Okay.
So this is a slightly coarse powder. I'm going to pulse it some more because we are looking for a very fine powder. Let's check. Yeah, this is a nice fine powder. And look how they're coming together. The sesame seeds have released all their oil after being toasted. And just look at my finger. It's oily.
Okay.
So now we are going to remove this. We're going to remove this to a bowl. So in India, we make laddus with these seeds. And if you have one laddu with a glass of milk in the morning, sesame seed laddus, that makes for a complete, nutritious, and filling breakfast.
Wow.
So really, Manu, people wouldn't know what a laddu is. I'm sure Ray doesn't know what a laddu is. So it's a sweet snack.
Okay, it's a bliss ball.
Bliss ball. I like that.
Yeah,
A bliss
laddus
ball.
are balls of bliss, aren't they?
Yeah, they are. So basically, it's like a sweet snack, Ray. But
Yeah,
if you add
yeah,
sesame, as Manu is saying, then it becomes quite nutritious. But people have to be careful, the ones who are not supposed to have sugar and so on.
Oh,
yeah.
really?
Because
You mean
it's
diabetic?
It's a dessert. It's
a
a
dessert.
dessert.
It's a sweet treat.
Okay, so not necessarily for diabetics.
Yes.
Mm, no, you can skip the sugar part. So
Okay,
this powder that we've made, now this sauce that we're making, this is called tahini. I'm
okay.
going to add olive oil to this, extra virgin olive oil. I'm going to add to this, and I'm going to add a bit of salt. And tahini is extremely healthy because it is sesame seed powder and olive oil. Now, if I'm going to store it in the fridge, I'll just add a little bit of salt to it. And you can enjoy this dip with anything like crudites, vegetables. You can use it on fruit as well, any kind of fritters, just about anything.
Brilliant.
For how many
And
days do we store it, Manu?
tahini can be stored for a month.
For a month. Okay.
Yeah.
Oh, interesting. So really, you get ready-made tahinis as well. I have seen in
Yes,
the,
but once you've eaten the ones we make at home, you will never buy from a store again.
of course.
And it's so simple to make. All you have to do is roast the seeds for a few minutes, powder them, and add the oil. That's it.
And add
I'm
a
going
bit.
to add some, yeah, I'm going to add some salt.
Ray, are you
A
going to
bit,
try this? I think I'm going to try this later.
yeah, you must. So my tahinis are usually cream colored. This is a little beige in color because the seeds that I have used are organic. So they were not bleached. So this is the natural color.
Looks great.
Yeah. So this sauce is ready. Now I can store it in a bottle and keep it in the fridge. But for now, we are going to use it in the hummus. So now let's proceed with the hummus. The tahini is the most important ingredient in hummus apart from the chickpeas. So I'll just get my jar. We need a bigger jar for this. I want to show you my chickpeas first. Now these chickpeas were soaked and then they were boiled. And look at how mushy they've become. There
Yeah.
is no resistance when I press them. They're absolutely soft. And this is the consistency that we're looking for. So we need to soak them for a good 8 to 10 hours or overnight. And then I have pressure cooked them, but you can use them on an open fire as well. Now we have these skins here. If you want a very creamy hummus, then we should try and remove as much skins as possible. But that's not always feasible because it's a very, very laborious process. So if you want, you can remove them. If you want the richness of fiber, then you can just let them be. It really depends on how you like it.
Manu,
So
what about we have tinned chickpeas, so I mean that's what we
I
use.
would not recommend, only if you absolutely have to.
Okay.
See, this is not a very labor intensive process. All you have to do is rinse the chickpeas, the fresh dried ones. You just have to rinse them, soak them, and put them away overnight. Next morning, you just have to cook them. There is nothing that involves much labor.
Okay.
The canned ones you can use, of course, but the hummus is not going to taste as good as this one.
Right. Okay.
And trust me, because this you can make once a month. Hummus, no, hummus you can keep for up to 10 days. A week, 10 days, it should last you in the fridge very well. So these are a lot of chickpeas. I'm going to use about 2 cups here. The recipe that I've given out says 1.5 cups, but I'm going to make a little extra. So
Come
the
on then.
liquid here,
Now I'm almost scared to say that all I use is tinned chickpeas all the time. I,
oh
I,
Uh,
no, so this takes very little effort.
I know, but who plans? I just pull out a tin of chickpeas and I just make whatever I need to.
Okay, so that's still better than store bought.
Yeah, okay.
That's
That
still better. So I just wanted to tell you about this liquid. Now, this liquid is called aquafaba. Why it's called aquafaba is because uh, this liquid can be used for leavening many breads, savory cakes, and all. And I'm also going to add some aquafaba to the chickpeas. So I am using a little bit of the skins. If they are here, see, if they're visible on top, I'm going to remove them. Otherwise, I'm pretty good with them because they just add that extra fiber. Some aquafaba should go inside. Now to this mixture, I need to add onions. So this is about one large chopped onion. Some garlic, a few cloves of garlic. If it's very large, then I'll just chop it a bit. That makes it easier to grind. A small one more. I like my hummus really garlicky, but it depends on your individual taste. We've added chickpeas, some aquafaba, onions, garlic. Now I'm going to add some cumin powder. Don't sweat about it. We need it in a very small quantity. If you don't have it, you can still have great hummus. Then we need some lime juice. I had taken care to remove all the seeds, but I spot one here. Again, hummus is something that you can experiment with and decide how you like it and then make it accordingly. Some people like it very garlicky, some like it very, very lemony. I like it more garlicky than lemony, so I'm adding the juice of one big lemon. So there are some seeds. There will always be some seeds, no matter how careful you are while removing them.
Will the garlic tend to dominate the smell and the taste if you put too much in?
Yes, yes, it will. But then it's totally up to you whether you want it very, very garlicky or not. So there goes the lemon. Now I need to add some salt.
So can we make this without garlic?
No, then you will only taste the chickpeas
Oh, okay.
and the tahini. A little bit of garlic is essential.
Okay.
And now the most important ingredient is this tahini paste, the tahini sauce that we made. So if you do not want to make the effort of making the tahini first, you can also add the sesame seeds, roasted sesame seeds and olive oil directly to your grinder.
Okay, yeah, that makes sense.
Yeah. This is what gives the hummus its consistency and the body. Now we're going to grind this. So it's half ground. Now I forgot to take out some chickpeas for the garnish. So let me just take out 4 to 5 chickpeas so that we can garnish our hummus with it later. Now look at how creamy this is becoming, but there is a secret to making very, very creamy hummus, and that is to add cold water, iced water to it. Let me get some ice. So here goes some ice.
Okay.
Instead of using plain water, I'm going to pop in some ice.
We
And
can't
I'm going
see
to,
we can't see how many cubes are you putting in?
I put in 3 small cubes.
Okay.
3. Now I just need to pulse it again. I need to give it a good mix once more. So this is still a little chunky. I need to make it smoother.
Okay.
And I'm also going to taste it a bit. Yeah, it tastes great, but it needs a little bit of more salt. So I'm adding just this tiny bit of salt again.
Okay.
And I'm going to add some aquafaba. This precious liquid, I'm going to add 2 spoons of it, 2 tablespoons. See how this is coming along? Almost creamy, but I can still spot some chunks here. So this needs to be pulsed once more. A little more ice would do the magic. So this is a very thin one, thin cube, not very big. So I'm going to pop in 3 more.
Okay.
Nice. Much better now. Let me show you how it looks. It's light and fluffy. Now, why is it light and fluffy? It's because while boiling the chickpeas, I had added 1 large pinch of baking powder to it.
Okay.
So that's the reason it's become light and airy. Some more aquafaba. 2 more tablespoons of it. And it's done. Look at how
Beautiful.
beautiful this looks. Did you hear the air hiss out of it?
Yeah.
Yeah. So now we're going to empty it into a bowl. Very little ingredients are required to make hummus. Just 5 or 6 simple ingredients. But you have an amazing, delicious condiment in your fridge for up to 10 days.
Wonderful.
You
Does
can,
it?
you can slather it on pita bread, on toast. You can have it with vegetables, falafel, fritters, and you can have it. A spoonful of hummus also makes for a great snack if you're
Yeah.
hungry. Then a couple of spoons of hummus will do the trick. It's very
Yeah.
filling.
No, that's what I do.
With
I
chickpea,
spoon it in my
sesame
mouth.
seeds. Yeah, it's absolutely delicious.
Are you getting an aroma from it now?
I'm sorry, come again?
Are you getting a good aroma from it now?
Oh yes, it's very nutty. The aroma is totally nutty. So I'm cleaning this bowl well because I know how precious this is. I wouldn't want it to go to waste. So here we have a very healthy, very nutritious, power-packed snack or a condiment, and kids love it because it's not spicy and it's creamy. So the hummus is ready. We are going to garnish it later. When we are doing the presentation, we'll garnish it later. So first, let me plate the hummus. So there's a particular way in which it should be served. I'll just show it to you.
I remember you had once done hummus,
Beetroot,
beetroot.
beetroot hummus.
Yeah,
Yes.
yeah, I remember that.
Yeah.
That was like a red color, right? Quite nice,
Yes. Dark pink. Yeah.
dark pink.
Yeah. But then beetroot is not always in season, and you don't get nice ones every time.
Oh, it's different. It's nice. So we already got the beetroot hummus. That's quite
Yeah.
good.
So with this, first you need to flatten it out. First, you need to flatten it out.
Manu loves her plating. She's really,
Oh, I
I
really
love it.
know.
Yes, I love it.
loves the
I
plating.
have a lot of patience for plating. Then you just make a groove.
No.
Just make a groove. Now, this groove serves the purpose of holding the olive oil, extra virgin olive oil.
Now, when we go and have hummus in the restaurants, we need to make sure that there is a groove.
Yeah. So it has to be drizzled with olive oil. There's
Oh,
no
I love
authentic
it.
hummus if there is no olive oil in it.
It just increases the temptation.
Yeah.
And texture as well, I believe,
Yeah.
taste, everything.
Then, if you have some fresh parsley sprigs, which we don't get here in India, I'm going to use some dried parsley. So just sprinkle a little bit. A little bit of parsley, a little bit of red chili powder, or you can use cayenne pepper, whatever. Paprika will also do. Sometimes I use olives also. And this is the cumin powder.
Olives would be quite nice in this as well.
I have done a garnish with olives multiple times. So I thought we'll do something different. Okay, so now remember the 3-4 chickpeas that I had rescued from the grinder?
Yeah.
Yeah, so they go in here.
Okay.
Let me just quickly wash them.
That looks tempting.
That's, I like, I like the idea of saving the chickpeas for garnish.
Yeah,
Like saying, this is what we used to look like.
Yeah.
okay. So we are done with the hummus and look how pretty.
So pretty.
Yeah.
Very nice. Beautiful.
So you need to dip a pita chip into it or a lavash or any naan or anything. Scoop it up and pop it right into your mouth.
Yeah, and Manu is going to do that in a bit.
Yeah,
So
we
I
know.
just
yeah,
looking.
since I did not eat any lunch and it's way past 6 o'clock, that's
Okay.
exactly what I'm going to do.
Okay, you're allowed.
Yeah. You're
Yeah.
allowed.